tonight at least. So
Well, give me a holler if
yeah, I'm gonna run up there real quick because I think we've got All right, we're having some technical difficulties trying to get a microphone working. I'll just blather on while we try and get it plugged in. Telejohn started with Rampart and Anderson, Schuler and Carlson at the D. 14:30 left in the first. We'll get the clock going here in a second. Offsides there. Fortunate camera guy, fill-in camera guy, screwed up and left the regular mics at home. Telejohn with a nice steal there. A little bit of a hook there. Shot on goal. Billy couldn't control it. So pass out into the center ice. Telejohn sends it in. Deep into the corner. He goes for a change. Rampart challenges down low. Eagan gets control while the Sabers come on. Sent up by Eagan, but Knutson is there for the steal. We've got Krissick and Barrett at the blue line. John Shea, McNee, and Knutson at the forwards. That is Chloe Krissick. Sent in by McNee. Covered up by the Eagan goalie. I'm going to try and run clock. Oh, you don't have the app on it. I can give you my phone. Oh, yeah, I can. Wait until the next stoppage. Eagan brings it out. Tipped in. Barrick has it behind the net. It's past McNee. Eagan keeps it in. Barrick tries to send it up the boards. There she goes. Oh, nope, kept in at the blue line. Krissick has it behind the net. Eagan challenges over into the corner. John Shea will grab it. She'll send it up off the boards. Knutson. Sent back in by Eagan. Eagan goes for a three-person change. Barrett brings it up the middle. Sends it to McNee. Eagan gets the steal back. We've got 29 is Vaneski. I can never remember. I know you guys told me the masks yesterday too, but that's Quinn in that?
Yeah.
Quinn in that today. Audrey Smith sends it up the boards. Luke challenges. Eagan sends it back down low. Toe check out there. And Huberty playing center. Eagan sends it up to the D. Blocked out front. And Vaneski with the save. Let's see if we can get the clock going. Should pop right to it. Avery Schuler has it in the corner. She sends it up to Luke. Luke brings it out. Sends it around the Eagan girl and tries to chase it down. Sends it down low on net.
It doesn't plug in. It's a C instead of a...
It's lightning. It's a lightning plug-in. This is. Toe check sends it out. Sabers change with the original line back out there. Telejohn, Anderson, Rampart. Challenge down low. Eagan girl falls on top of Rampart, and Rampart somehow Schuler pinches. Anderson sends it down. Schuler sends it around. sends it back. Eagan's there to collect. Schuler challenges. Anderson gets it back. Anderson with a shot. And the rebound. Chloe Krisak kept it in. He's going to say, based on what we've seen so far, Cam Krisak must be playing all varsity today. Had a really good period last night, or one period of varsity play. Eric sends it down low. Eagan intercepts. Circle. They send it out. That'll be icing. Technically faced this Eagan team twice. First one was a scrimmage as both goalies were Shakti goalies. That ended in a 2-2 tie. No, 2-0. Eagan technically came out ahead on that one. And then this last Saturday, we played the same team. Shakti came out ahead 3-1. Scored all 3 goals in about the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, and then kind of hung on. The game did have at least 3 Eagan varsity players left for the JV as well, since they didn't have a varsity game. Don't have that today, much smaller bench. Eagan controls, brings it around behind the net. Kept in by Aubrey Smith. And Eagan goes feet. Net sends it up. Schuler finishing at the midway point. Over to Schuler. Schuler up to McNee. McNee sends it down low. A couple of Sabers go to complete the change. Just missed the puck. Smith back to Krisak. Tochek had it, lost it off her skate. Eagan just sends it in. Collected by Smith. She's going to skate it out. Shot goes a little high. Kept in by Huberty. Eagan sends it up. Good challenge by Krisak. Sends it off the boards. Eagan goes D to D to try and slow things down. Sent up to center ice, poked away by Huberty. Huberty up to Luke. Luke sends it down low. Eagan brings it out. Icing called.
This has both ends. Case on a good win. You gotta take the case off.
Do it between periods.
It won't go away with the case on.
Case is kind of a pain to take off. Sent down by Anderson. Anderson to Rampart. Oh, nice backhand on the rebound by Rampart. Just goes over the net. Shot covered by the Hellcats goalie. Tied up as Eagan comes out with it. Smith tried to keep it in. Telejohn's going to put it back to keep it. Keep it over to Barrett. Barrett off the boards up to Rampart. Rampart takes it in. Takes a shot. Well saved by the Eagan goalie. And we'll do it all again. Anderson had it on the board. Kept in by Smith. Smith tapped it over the telegram. Or Anderson tapped it over the telegram. Eagan breaks it out. Sent up to the blue line. Shot knocked away. I wasn't sure if that was Quinn or if that was somebody else. Nice shot opportunity for Eagan there. The girl got tied up as she was trying to shoot the rebound. Last day with the stop. Sabers will get a change. Eagan controls the face. McNee's back for a second. Shot goes wide. Sabers have control. Schuler's bringing it up. Pokes it ahead. Gets control. Backhand off the side of the net. Schuler keeps it in, tries to send it down. Eagan sends it wide. Poked around Carlson. Jancho is going to chase it down. Send up to Knutson. Knutson sends it around. She's going to go for a change. Knee challenging behind the net. Eagan comes away with it. Oof, knocked it away from the goal for a second. Schuler sends it down low. Hoover will come down to challenge. Loses an edge. Tochek goes for the stick. Egan's able to clear it out. Eagan sends it down low. Vanessa just stops it. 9 shots for the Sabres so far, 4 for the Wildcats. Face-off won by Huberty, but Eagan takes control. Shot deflected off. I think that was a teammate, Wildcat teammate. Eagan sends it down into the corner. Jetta Barrett brings it around behind. Flips it up to Tochek. Tochek sends it back to Barrett. Going to come around and try the other way. Off the boards. Eagan able to intercept, but not really maintain. They just send it down low. Krissick grabs it along the boards. Gets knocked down for the effort. Number 3 fell on her own there. Barrett sends it up the boards. Tried to clear it out. Eagan was able to hold. Krissick gets it, backhands it to Tochek. Tochek tries to go around the Eagan girl, but can't quite get the right angle on it. Barrett stops behind the net, tries to go back the other way. Tochek has it. She tried to send it up to Luke, but Eagan girl just got there in time to keep it in. This is the longest possession that the Wildcats have had. Back to the blue line. Shot blocked by Tochek. Sent down to Barrett. Barrett's just going to try to clear it out, but again, Eagan there for the steal. That's sent out by Tochek. Eagan collects it in center ice. They're going to go on the attack. Sabres got all 5 changed. Off the side of the net. Smith collects it, goes back the other way. Telegram gathers. Fights through. Shot it to Anderson. Anderson off the backhand. Sent down. Gonna call icing. The ref had no idea if he was gonna call it or not. And the back ref with a very confident, slow hand in the air for that icing. Ties it up. Schuler at the front. Tries to center. Oh, nice pass over to Anderson. Working up by the Wildcat player. That's behind the net. Eagan gets there first, sends it around. Anderson pops it backwards. Sent up and out. But Telegram sends it off the boards to herself. She's just going to send it down. She'll go for a change. Rampart will challenge. Eagan brings it down. Ooh, lost the handle on it. Couldn't get it back. That's Anderson. Anderson up to Knutson. Anderson will go for a change. Warren's been on a tear as of late. Several goals and a couple of assists in the last week and a half. Backhand, she tries to force in the backhand wraparound. Eagan had the outlet well covered there. Lost control of it. And the Eagan players playing soccer instead of hockey. Had her stick tied up by the Sabers, I think. Carlson collects behind the net. As it knocked off her stick. Shot blocked by Krisek. Krisek battling for position. Eagan collects. Nice centering pass. Nice job by McNee to break up the rhythm. Nice tip there in front. Covered by Vanesti. What's up?
Oh, my headphone. Oh, that won't work.
Are they AirPods? Yeah. They might. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'd have to connect them anyway. Yeah.
We'll get it figured out.
Sends it up. Toe checks there. Oh, she was trying to tap it over to Huberty and they didn't see what was going on or didn't know it. Didn't realize she was doing it. Huberty sends it up, gets it out of the zone. 1:11 left in the period. Indecision between the two girls. Under a minute now. Ramparts keeps it down low. Tully down. Hands it around the boards. Takes the girl out. Keeps the puck. Sends it over to Anderson. Anderson's shot blocked by the Eagan defender out front. Rampart tries to go back. Oh, gets it back to the D. Schuler sends it around. Sends it back to Carlson. Carlson sends it over to Anderson. Anderson with a backhand. Can't find the puck. Eagan sends it out. 18 seconds left. Enough time for one more rush if they hurry. Nice job getting around her. Carlson's just going to take it in. She tried to just get around and take it in. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to try and get a microphone hooked up here. All right, we didn't quite get the mic ready. I think we will have it for the third period. If we can figure out how to get this iPad cover off. So Sabers are starting the third with second period. I mean, with McNee, John Shea, Knutson out there. Allison sends it over into the corner. I know Eagan lost one player. I think number 3 kind of looked to me like she might be one of their strongest. I assume she was going to play some varsity. And from what I'm understanding, I think Rampart probably, I didn't see her go off, but I don't know that she'll be playing this period because I think she's playing 3 of varsity today as well. Don't quote me on that, but Knutson just about had it. Goalie just fell on it. Huberty, Tochek, Luth with Barrick, and actually Cam Krisak is out there now, which is presumably doing 2 and 2 today. Shot goes wide left. Krisak going to the box right away in the second period. Cross check. Sabers go on the kill. They will start the kill with Huberty and Tochek up front, and Chloe and Audrey Blue. Eagan wins the face. Brian's got music going. There you go. Ooh, Eagan girl whiffs on the shot. Sabers not close enough to take full advantage of it. Center in the top. Covered up by Eagan. Sabers changed up. We got John Shea, Telejohn, Schuler, and Carlson coming on. 37 left in the period. Or Colin was. Eagan wins the face-off. Get it! Go! 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 Center in the tent. Broken up by the back. So left here sends it up and he's able to poke it out. And we're back to the red line. John Schuler giving chase. Schuler is there to poke it all the way out that time. Took a nice hop off the boards to just die down there as well. John Shea challenges down low. Eagan brings it up. Telejohn pokes it away. She's going to give chase this time. It just makes it to the blue line. Sent in. That should be an ice. Let's see if BK's got the ice, baby. Nope. Little... Why am I forgetting this band name? That's going to bother me the rest of the day. I remember the music video, but Eagan wins the face-off. Telejohn challenges. Knocks the girl down. Nice physical play. Eagan able to kind of walk in. 2 Eagan girls trip themselves. Eagan recovers. Shot. Nice save by Canasta. Nice centering attempt by Eagan gets through, but sends out to the blue line. Sent down low. Reset. Oh! Pass to the back door. Made it through. Eagan goes up 1-0. Sabers back out with Puberty at center, McNee and Woodson at the wings. Tied up. They've got Krissick and Schuler. Chloe Krissick and Schuler.
Ladies.
Schuler collects it and sends it down to, tries to get it down to McNee. There's 3 Wildcats there, but it gets through. McNee. Oh! Puberty kept the puck in for a second, but tripped her own girl in doing so. Nice play by McNee to grab the stick of a Eagan player who was there for the rebound. Schuler has it on the boards, knocked away. Blocked by Puberty. Nice play. Across the crease. Schuler collects on the net. Tied up. Puberty grabs it. Sends it up to McNee off the board. She pulls it out of his own. Gives chase. He wins the race, but gets there about the same time as the Eagan girl. He ties her up. She pulls across. Tried to get a backhand on the net. Couldn't get it through. Knutson with a nice shot, but Eagan goalie able to get the glove on it. Telejohn and Anderson come out. Cam and Cam. Telejohn back to Krissick. Krissick's shot gets deflected. John Troy there. Nice shot. Telejohn tried to poke it in. It's still loose. Now it's covered up. Nice battle in front of the net. Same group does it again. Eagan sends the face-off back into the corner. Back the other way, Telejohn tried to chase it down. There she's got the girl pinched up against the boards. Puck tied up. Out to John Troy. John Troy on net, across the crease. Carlson sends it down low. Anderson's battling for it in the corner. John Troy comes away with it, sends it out to Telejohn. Telejohn had her stick lifted as she went to do something with it. Eagan pass into the zone. Anderson chases it down. John Troy collects. They bring it out. Loses the handle on it. Anderson, I'm getting more of the ceiling there. Trying to figure out what was going on there. Sabers are offsides. John Troy lopped the handle on it. Face-off goes over to the side. Kochek and Eagan girl are tied up. Puberty knocks it off the Windmill stick. Kept up. Sent back to their D. Cross to their wing. Who brings it in. There to the nice play up the middle. He sends it up. Shot deflected out front. Couldn't see who that got. Ooh. Poked it out. Sent back to the blue line. Shot deflected into the corner again. Kochek gets a hand on that one. Sends it up top of the board. He gives chase. Eagan comes up the other way. Eagan just sends it down low. Jetta sends it up to Luke. Luke tips it. Could have had 6. Almost got offsides in the whole mess on the short, long change, but come away fine. Eagan breaking up. back there with her. Repair it. Check away, and Knutsen's going to go into the box.
Santa's not coming. It's right there.
Pelican and Anderson out on the penalty kill, along with Schuler and I think Chloe Kissick. Chloe, yep. Some button loaded by Kissick. Eagan's able to control and maintain. Shot gets deflected. Anderson sends it out, and she's going to challenge.
Go for it.
Nice job by Anderson. She sends it back to Telegram. Telegram sends it on goal. Eagan goalie covers. Still 17-8 in favor of the Sabres on shots. But especially this period, Eagan seems to have had a little bit better possession of the puck. Telegram on the face. Tied up center ice. Schuler gets control. She sends it into the corner. Anderson ties it up. Tried to send it back to the D. Eagan intercepted. Over to the blue line. Nice play. Telejon went for the body. Let Schuler get the puck. They tie it up for a second. Slowed Eagan down. Kissick gets it out. She sends it. Telejon and Anderson are going to go for a change this time. We get Huberty and Luth on the kill. We got Carlson out there for Kissick. Schuler is still out there. Schuler on the far side. Eagan controls. Sets up for offense. Shot on goal. Knocked away by Vaneste. Carlson comes away with it. Just trying to get a little bit of room to maneuver. Eagan ties it up. We have about 35 seconds left in the power play. Vaneste covers. Anderson comes on for Schuler. 6:33 left. Walks it in. Shot actually by the valve back forward, I think. Back to B. Letting her walk way too far in there, but the shot goes high off over the net. Shot goes just wide left of the net. Kissick comes away with it. Sends it back over the net. Moves it out of the box. She jumps into the play. Grabs the puck. Moves it back behind the net. Hit by 17. Former Farmington player that we know. Shot back to the point. A little bit off target. Knutsen brings it in. She can hit the stick on it. Oh, shot blocked by the goalie. Just popped right up over the net. Eagan able to break it out, but that'll be an icing. Sabres will go with John Choi, McNee, and Knutsen, with Smith and Barrick at the D. Sabres win the faceoff for McNee back to Smith. Shot! Barrett! From the blue line. I believe that's her first high school goal. Wasn't sure if maybe that got tipped out front, but looks like none of the Sabres are claiming it, so definitely Barrick. Line change for the Sabers.
Go white.
Got John Troy still at center with Telegram and Anderson at the wings. Eagan brings it up. Smith challenges. Knocks it back up. Anderson's got it. Anderson to John Troy. Ooh, couldn't keep the stick on. Ooh, nice glove save.
Got it.
That's good. I don't think she was real confident she had that one. But now John Shea comes out. And Huberty will come in at center. Defense change. We got Chloe Kissett and Schuler. Sent over to Anderson. Stick. She gets it right back. She goes around the girl. Gets it down in the corner. She's going to go back. Tries to go back to Huberty. Picked off. Schuler keeps it in for a second. Unable to keep that one in. Sabers got offside for a second there. A little bit of a slow line change. Nice block by Vanessa. Long shot from the top of the circle. Toe check is out there with Anderson now. Anderson's going for the change. A little bit of slush in front of the Sabers bench. Slowed that down. Broken up there by John Troy. Cam Kissett gets control. Sends it up to John Troy. Nice job. Loses it at the blue line though. Sent back down on his tip, so. Oh! John Troy? Yep. John Troy goes to the box for roughing. Sabers going with Huberty and Luke. Nope. Make that Huberty and McNee with Carlson and Kissett. Cam still back there. Kissett tied it up. Sent it out of the zone. Recollect. Back in. Setting up the power play. Ooh, shot down there. That was dangerous. Nice job by. That could have been a trip. Nice job by Carlson to tie it up. And nice job by McNee to just send it down to the other end. Cam Kissett changed with Barrett. Pass in out of the reach of the Eagan player. Carlson trying to send it out, but two Eagan girls there to get around. Send it up the middle. Nice job by Barrett to take it away. Eagan reverses course, sends it out. Shot deflected there. I think that made it through to the mistake, but able to easily swab it away. Shot by 17 again off the side of the net. Ooh. Made it through kind of lazily. Unless they sticks it, then covers it. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Get 4 fresh Sabers on the ice. We have Telegram and Anderson. We have Chloe and Eagan Schuler. Whip on the shot. Might have gotten lucky there. This goes back to Eagan. She smacks it down, and Anderson will pressure. Eagan covers. Quick whistle on that. No Sabers in the area. Yeah. Usually this year refs have been kind of picky about that, but Telejohn wins the face. Back to Krissick. Krissick's shot deflected. Wildcats in the bottom. Telejohn challenging on the boards. Sabers back to full strength. Shot. Block stick back. She went to go take the shot. She will in the corner. Shot out. Deflected out front. Krissick sends it out. Huberty's out there at the center now. He's giving chase. Telejohn popped off. Another awkward line change there. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Knutson sends it down low. She's going to give chase. Eagan brings it down. Barrett flex. She's going to bring it up herself. Start. Finally gets challenged as she gets across the blue line. Kept in by Smith. Sent back down low. 21 seconds left. Eagan flex brings it up. Nice steal there by Barrett. Can't get it out. She just leaves it on the board. Back. Play. Oh, nice save. 5.2 seconds left. Decide that the view is too tight for 5 seconds. Carlson and Tom Krissick out there. Dontre just falls in the net. Sure, the ref was real impressed by that move, but good job, bud. All right, we will head off for a zamming, and we will get this cover off and hopefully have a better microphone situation for the third period.
Always has all ready to go. I just put the mic on.
Oh, he's.
I can't see.
Well, I suppose probably turn the other way or say you're not right. We're not.
All right. Delay.
Oh.
Hear myself talking right now.
It's a delay. Nothing.
Is there a power button on this thing too?
That's what I was just wondering.
I think there is.
Oh yeah.
Probably help.
Purple.
Oh, that! Look at that.
All right, I think we're good.
You're probably gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think so. If not, we probably deserve to.
Yeah.
Do you have
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third period. Finally, we got our technical difficulties figured out, so appreciate your patience. Sabers traveling left to right for the third, tied up 1-1. We've got John Choi McNee, Schuler, Knutson, and Chloe Krisak on the ice right now. Puck on the far side boards in the offensive zone. Wrapped around the back of the net, John Choi chasing. Eagan defender goes back the other way. Get it out of the zone, but it's going to end up on Knutson's stick. She splits a couple of defenders with a pass that John Choi can't handle. Ends up back on Krisak's stick. Came out of the zone briefly. He chipped it back in, but Krisak has some time to go retrieve. Goes up the near side boards to Schuler. Now Knutson. Addie Collins, number 22, also on the ice. The first period she's played with the JV for a while. I understand she might have gotten a little bit of dinged up last night, so probably testing that out. Telejohn and Anderson also on the ice, along with Collins, Carlson, and Cam Krisak. Icing gets waved, and Krisak chases. Pass was in the skates of Collins, and Eagan forward took advantage of that. Backhanded shot goes all the way across the crease. Would have been trouble if it was on net, potentially, but Vanesti is in good position. Turnover in the zone. Vanesti had good coverage and holds on to it for a face-off. 13-31. left in the third period. Shots slightly favoring the Sabers, 19-16. Huberty, Schuler, Smith, Luth, and Tocek on the ice. Tocek with a little bit of room. She backhands it behind the net. Takes an interesting hop back out. Luth almost got there, but not quite. Tocek backhands it back behind the net. Luth gets there, rings it around the boards to Smith. She keeps it in the zone, but nobody to pass to, and Eagan manages to exit. Heck of a collision in the middle of the ice, and we're going to get a tripping call on, I think, Smith? Yep, that's Aubrey Smith.
15 is a varsity player.
Eagan has stacked the lineup for the third period. Super classy. A couple of varsity players drop down, so it'll be fun. Pelijan on the ice for the penalty kill, along with both Krisak and Anderson. Eagan with a shot right off the bat. Tried a centering pass. Anderson got on the end of it. So rip it down the other end of the ice. Pelijan on the one-man, one-lady forecheck and 50-50 puck, and she wins it. Anderson's up there with her now. Thought maybe they might have a shorthanded chance there. Pelijan doing great work tying up the Eagan escape. Now Anderson giving chase. They'll get into the zone, though. Anderson pins her against the boards. Puck bounces out to Krisak. She backhands it up and almost out. Saber, oh, it was out. Yep. So they'll have to tag up, and this will give Cam Krisak plenty of room to exit. And she dumps it deep. Bounced right off the goalie pad coming out. Sabres managed to get a full change there. McNee on the ice with Huberty, Carlson, and Schuler now. Puck will come out. Carlson fights well. Shakopee parents didn't like that one, but there was nothing there. 50-50 puck. Carlson ties her up, but the second one bounces on an Eagan stick, and the shot was just kind of bouncing, ended up rolling into the net. So second power play goal of the game for the Eagan Wildcats. On the fourth penalty, the Sabres have yet to be on the power play. So we could, and that was one of the varsity players. So Knudsen, John Choi, Tocek, Schuler, and Carlson. So the Sabres are going to have their work cut out for them. 27 for Eagan stops the entry. That's one of the other varsity players. Far side ice. Carlson holds up the puck, allows Tocek to get back in and tie him up. Tocek manages to clear the puck, but Shakopee can't hold on to it, and Eagan dumps it back in. But Eagan gave a good chase there and ended up getting to the puck first. Shakopee unable to exit the zone. John Choi and Schuler down there banging. Shot ended up coming out to Eagan D, who got a shot off. That went wide, and then one of their forwards caught the rebound. Had a decent shot from no angle. John Choi ends up icing the puck, which is not a terrible decision. They were in the zone there for a little while. We had some tired skaters out there. Collins, Anderson, Telejohn, Cam Krisak, and Aubrey Smith on the ice. 10:37 left, 2-1 Eagan. Face-off tied up. Ends up coming out on an Eagan stick. Rister gets held up before it gets to the net. Smith bangs it off the boards. Nicely comes out to Anderson. She goes up to Telejohn. She's got a little space. She's driving on the right hand. Rister gets blockered down. Anderson was a little bit too far away to get to the rebound, and Eagan will control. Eagan clearance ends up on a Krisak stick, but she fans on the shot. Gives the Eagan skater a little bit of a break. Kim got back in good position, and Smith was covering. Wraparound is stuffed by Smith. Anderson on the loose ice puck. She gets there first. Nobody with her. She tries the backhand. Ends up back on a Chloe Krisak stick. Her shot hit a stick and got deflected. Chip was going to go all the way down the ice for an icing. Sabres might have gotten bailed out a little bit there by the rolling puck. The Eagan forward had a full head of steam, and Sabres were in the middle of a change. The Sabres are now down. Addie Collins, I think, as I mentioned, I think she was just testing out the injury. It seems to be either not working or, yeah, she's getting some attention. So hopefully that's nothing serious. Puberty gets dumped on the face-off, and the Sabres are finally going to get a penalty. Guessing roughing. Number 33 on the Wildcats. So 9:34 left, down a goal. The Sabres will go on the power play. John Choi, Knutson, Chloe Krisak, Tocek, and Schuler. John Choi wins the face-off, ends up back on a Krisak stick. Her shot hits an Eagan defender. The rebound was loose for a minute, but Knutson corrals it. Heads back behind the net. Was trying to get the puck on her forehand for a wrister, and just got deflected. Krisak stepped in nicely. She ends up with a puck on her stick. She tries a backhand back to Knutson, but one of the Eagan players on the PK, one of their varsity players, did a nice job getting the puck deep. She brings it all the way around to one of the other new additions, who goes back the other way, and Sabres will try to exit. Eagan forecheck is shutting down the space pretty quickly. Knutson gets it in to the zone, tried to cut through the middle. Carlson did a good job not bringing the puck into the zone for offsides right there. Krisak dumped it deep, and Sabres are going to go for a change. Eagan unfettered out of the defensive zone. 23, he's going to dump it deep. Carlson's going to go chase it down. She's got a couple of Wildcats giving chase. Manages to get it over onto Anderson's stick. She goes through the middle, hit a Telejohn stick, and ended up on McNeat. Telejohn had it back to Carlson. That shot gets blocked. Eagan will ring it around the boards. They're going to win the race to the puck, and the exit gets stopped by Carlson, but the backhand gets intercepted by Eagan, and they'll get it down. 15 seconds left on the power play. This will probably most likely end the scoring threat for the Sabres. Nice exit by Carlson up to McNeese. She goes through the middle to Anderson. She tries to cut inside, and the poke check gets the puck away from her. Telejohn tried to run it down. Smith out of the box with a head full of steam, kept it in the zone. Ends up back on McNee. Nice shielding the puck there. Wraparound ended up getting covered by the goalie, but good opportunity, good physicality there by the Sabres. Get a few new skaters, Smith and Schuler on D, Tocek, Luth, and Huberty. Huberty on the draw, shielded by the Wildcat center. Ends up behind the net. Tocek ties up the Eagan defender. They'll go back around. Luth saw that one come in and manages to get to the puck and pulled it up. They go back around again and find themselves a little bit of space. Not a ton of space, though, and the exit gets held up by the Sabres momentarily. That'll be offsides. They didn't call it, but the holdup allowed Eagan to get it out of the zone and down into the offensive zone. Smith with the puck, shields it, backhands it around the boards to Schuler. He goes up the boards to Luth. Can't quite handle the pass, but it ends up back on Schuler's stick. No icing, that went right over his stick. So Luth will stay out on the one-person forecheck while the rest of the skaters change for the Sabres. Try to go through the middle. It ends up on McNee's stick. She tries to cut inside, but good play by the Eagan defender. Krisak got a wrister off after the pass from John Choi. Knutson came in, got a wrister, got deflected. Nice hard shot by Chloe Krisak. Blocker saved by the goalie. McNee getting physical, pass inside to John Choi. Wraparound ends up on McNee's stick. Her wrister goes wide on the far side. Thought maybe they were going to get one there. Great pressure by the Sabres on this shift. McNee's now on the forecheck behind the net. Forces the change of direction. The exit gets held up. Now we've got a one-on-one with Krisak. Plays it nicely, deflects the puck into the corner, and then pins the Eagan skater against the boards. That was close to being a penalty, but they got tied up, I think, more than it was a hit. John Troy with the puck up to Knutson. She gets it across center ice, and she's going to dump it deep. On net, and it almost scored. Sort of handcuffed the goalie and came off her glove really strangely and almost slid in on the near side. That would have been a fantastic break for the Sabres. Smith on the puck. You can see the increased speed and physicality on the Eagan team with their new look lineup. Carlson runs the puck down, tries to change direction, but puck gets batted around down there, comes out to Telejohn. She tries to go to Anderson, but too far. Anderson putting pressure on. Eagan dumps the puck in. Ends up on Carlson's stick. She goes for Telejohn. Anderson ends up with it. She's going to change direction. Drop pass to Smith, who goes back down to Anderson. Bouncing puck gets over her stick, and Eagan will try to go off the far side. Krisak steps up nicely. Telejohn backhanded it back to Krisak. The D was changing, both of them at the same time. Didn't have a ton of options down there to pass to. Krisak, Telejohn. Schuler will dump it in now. Puck bounces right to John Choi. Wrister goes near side, goes wide. That was a great opportunity. Puck took a funny hop off the boards. Knutson trying to wheel around, drop the puck into the neutral zone on her own. Eagan going very, very physical, and the Sabre faithful are getting tired of seeing their kids get dumped. That one looked like a penalty to me, but no call from the referee. Puck will come out to Schuler at center ice. She fires it back in. Sabres touch up. John Troy and Knutson. Eagan able to exit. Bouncing puck comes to Krisak off the boards. She fires it back down. Gets all the way down to the Eagan goalie. McNee on the forecheck. Eagan able to exit. Pass up to Luce. She can't handle the pass, but does hold the puck up and manages to get it up to McNee briefly. Ends up back on Krisak's stick. Her wrister gets saved by the Eagan goalie. McNee was on the rebound, and a really early whistle from the referee. The puck was still loose. The Eagan goalie's having all kinds of trouble holding on to the puck. So 2:46 left. Sabres are running out of runway here, but good pressure. Huberty, Luth, Tocek, Cam Krisak, and Aubrey Smith are the 5 skaters for the Sabres. Eagan wins the draw. Nice little change of direction. Goes up the boards, past Luth, and get out of the zone. Puck goes through Krisak's legs all the way down the ice. And we're going to get another penalty on Eagan. That was a slash. So a couple power play opportunities in the third period for the Sabres, their first 2 of the game. There's 2:32 left in the game, and they'll have a 2-minute penalty. Decent opportunity. We've got Knutson, John Choi, McNee, Krisak, and Schuler out there on the power play. Eagan penalty kill was up to the task last time. Actually kept the puck down in the Shakopee zone for a lot of the time, so we'll see if this one's any different. Puck is quickly cleared by Eagan. It's rolling. It's going to end up all the way behind the net, and Krisak had to go all the way behind the net to get it. I think she thought it was going to slow down, but because it was rolling, it didn't. Eagan again doing a good job holding up the show for the Sabers. They've got 3 of their 4 penalty kill in the Saber defensive zone for a moment there. And smartly, Sabres skip a pass. Schuler ends up with a nice shot, just a little bit too far. Eagan poke check will get it deep. They've killed off 45 of the 2 minutes. Schuler with the long pass that's easily intercepted. And Eagan skater brings him in the zone. Schuler does a good job tying her up. Krisak comes out of there, and she'll go to John Troy. That's going to be an icing because she's too far back. Got to get across center ice before you do that. So, not a great start to the power play so far for the Sabres, but I will make note that at least 2 of the penalty killers are varsity players. So, we've got a timeout. Okay. All right, refs are ready to go. The 1 minute timeout has been, I don't know, probably 90 seconds and counting. Faceoff's going to end up down by the Saber goal, the defensive zone. Mitch taking his sweet time, per usual. Got Anderson, Telejohn, Smith, Krisak, and Huberty. A lot of line mixing today with players kind of playing a period, then stopping or not being there at the beginning. Cross-ice pass icing is up, but he's going to wave it. Anderson on the forecheck along with Telejohn. They force the pass, wrap around the boards, and Smith steps up and grabs it. She gets tripped, no call. Goalie is pulled, and John Troy is now on the ice. And full ice shot doesn't hit the mark, but it's a power play, so there's no icing. Krisak goes up to John Troy. She's got some room to skate. We got about 45 seconds left to go. Her shot from the blue line gets blockered aside. Rebound ends up on an Eagan stick. They come out the near side. There are no Saber skaters there. John Troy tries to go near post. The goalie had good position right on the post and managed to get a pad on it and then cover. 2 seconds left on the penalty. That might have been the Sabres' best shot. John Troy, Telejohn, Knutson, McNee, Schuler, and Chloe Krisak. So goalie still pulled 6-on-4 for 2 seconds, and now it'll be 6-on-5. Wraparound ends up on Knutson's stick. She gets the puck poke checked away from her. It comes out to Schuler. Her wrister gets in on net, and it's going to get frozen. 19.4 left in the game. John Troy on the draw. Huberty back. Schuler, McNee, Knutson. John Troy wins. Back to Schuler. Her wrister blocker goes straight up in the air. Knutson was there for the rebound. Slap shot gets blocker saved again. Puck is out front. 5 seconds left. McNee tries to center. 3 seconds left, and Eagan's going to kill. Well, that was an exciting last minute and a half for the Sabers, but unfortunately they'll drop their second in a row, 2-1, despite outshooting the Wildcats 33-20. So tough couple days for the Sabers, but can't win them all. Varsity game will start in half an hour on Rink 1, provided that the boys are done on time, which I hear they are not. So join us whenever that happens for the varsity game.